You say 1 for the trouble, 2 for the time. Come on, y'all, let's rock this. You say 1 for the trouble, 2 for the time. Come on.
Speech is my hammer, bang the world into shape, now let it fall.
Hey, Solar Kneecaps here, and we have another Wi-Fi battle. This one will be against T0X1CSPIKES. His link will be in the description. It was a pretty cool game. I took it on Elo's stream, so we had a lot of fun. So, okay, I'm going to lead off with my Life Orb Azolf as he leads off with a Gengar, an Icy Wind Gengar to be precise, as you will eventually see. I go for the Psychic, taking him down to his Focus Sash, because I thought he would probably just go for the Icy Wind, because most people don't go for the Shadow Ball with Icy Wind Gengar. I'm not exactly sure, because he would have been able to take me out. Kind of a bad first move play on his part. So I'm going to predict the Shadow Ball now, go into Chansey, who will of course going to take a Shadow Ball since it's resist, and I'm not even fearing the Focus Blast, because, well, even though I can't really do anything to Gengar, Focus Blast has shaky accuracy and will hardly do any damage to me. So he's going to switch into this Roserade. I'm fearing the Sleep Powder or the Leech Seed, so I'm just going to go in Honchkrow, because this is a Life Orbed mixed one, and sadly I wasn't able to do anything with that Wish. But he sets up a layer of spikes, and he's actually a very bulky Roserade. So I'm going to go right for the Brave Bird. I know he has this Rotom Heat form, but I really don't have anything else better to go for, and I might as well just to see if he overpredicts. I do a pretty good chunk of this Rotom, so I'm kind of glad about that, but I know I'm not going to be able to stay in because it could have Will-O-Wisp, or it could discharge T-Bolt. Any of that Honchkrow isn't going to want to deal with. So I decided to switch back in Chansey, as his Rotom actually goes for the Will-O-Wisp, as I thought. So thankfully he now can't Toxic me if he has anything with that, nor can he Sleep me or do any other status, because Burn is probably the best if you have to take a status for Chansey, because getting Para while you're trying to Wish Protect with Toxic really can kill you. So he goes into Xatu, as he predicts the Toxic. I thought even if he goes into Xatu, he can't really do anything to me, so I decide just to stay in and take it but he's going to go for the Signal Beam. After watching his side of the battle, it turns out he's actually Choice Specs, and he thought I was going to predict the trick, but yeah, most Xatus are like Calm Mind, so that's a pretty cool idea. I don't even know why he went for the Signal Beam anyway, but I guess predicting the Honchkrow switch. So nevertheless, I'm going to go for the Yes Toss on this Roserade. Does a decent chunk of damage, and Wish is going to bring me up to pretty much full, so that's good. And he's going to get his Leftovers recovery, so it's still a pretty close game. I don't think no one's died yet, but that's soon going to change. I'm going to switch into my Azolf, just predicting the spikes again, and I believe that's exactly what he does. Yes, he does. So thankfully I now have my Lee's Azolf out, and I'm just going to, what do I go for? I'm trying to remember. This battle was like a week ago. So he's going to switch out of his Roserade. He's going to go into his Crocodile. He intimidates me, but of course since I'm specially based, that means absolutely nothing to me. I'm going to go for the Grass Knot, predicting that switch, and it's going to do a good chunk of damage. And with Intimidate, I kind of don't know if he is Choice Scarf or not, but I decide to stay in and just go right for the Grass Knot again, just in case if he wants to do something silly. I probably should have went for the Ice Beam, since I could have hit all three of those for super effective. But, wait, no, I don't have Ice Beam. Derp face. Whatever. I'm going to go right for the T-Bolt, because I know he's probably going to be too afraid to go into his Croak, because I think he might want it more than he wants his Xatu. So I just go for the T-Bolt, and he dies. So here, he goes in his Rotom. I'm just going to go straight for the Psychic, because I know most Rotoms are usually physically orientedly based bulky, just judging by since he has Will-O-Wisp, since he's probably not an offensive one. But he burns me, which is actually kind of a bad play, because I don't know if he meant to do this or not, but that kind of made it obvious that he just wanted to burn stall me. So I believe I just predict the Crocodile switch, and I go for the Flamethrower, which would have hit both. Sure, I could have went for the Grass Knot, but just in case if I really overpredicted, at least Flamethrower would have done a good chunk more, and I knew it would have killed the Croc. So Azolf just pretty much went wild there. I think it might have killed 2 or 3, weakened several. So now I'm just going to go in my Crobat. I know it can pretty much outspeed anything. He's going to go into the Rotom. I'm actually a Nasty Plot Crobat, which is pretty sweet, I'm not gonna lie. It's really fast, and if you can get a good Nasty Plot up, you can do a really good chunk of damage with spread. But he's gonna go in the Roserade. I'm just going to go straight for the Heat Wave. I could set up Nasty Plot, but I decide I might as well just take it since I'm not really afraid of anything it can do apart from Sleep Powder. But he actually has Stun Spore set. I don't know if he also runs Sleep Powder, but I think the Spikes set can't run Sleep Powder and Spikes. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's just how it works. So I'm just going to stay in because, frankly, it really can't do anything to me at all because I pretty much quad resist everything it's got. So I'm just going to go for the Heat Wave again, and he switches into this flippin' Quagsire, and I bloody hate this Quagsire. But lucky for me, I do get a pretty good, this burn hacks really definitely did do a good play because, frankly, Quagsire is a walling son of a gun. But really, in all seriousness, I'm not 100% sure how this would affect the game because I still have Chansey, which could stall out both his Roserade and his Quagsire, and he also has Gengar left, so really this burn did kind of change the game, and I'm just talking over this because frankly he's just stalling me out with Boiling Waters. At least that's what mine's called, and I think it's like called Celad or whatever. But so it kind of changed the output of the game, but I'm not going to spoil anything, even though I think I might have already done that. But okay, hopefully kept your attention there as I just talked about that one burn hacks, which is still a very crucial part of this game. I'm going to go for the Nasty Pot because I'm stupid, because this thing has Unaware, and I didn't know about that. I guess it's its Dream World ability, I'm assuming, because I would probably seen it more. And I might actually make a Quagsire set just because of that fact. And I mean, it can stop pretty much all sweeps, recover. I would love to run. Ooh, yeah, you can get like EQ and Avalanche on. So that would be nice fun. Maybe you can look out for me using that sometime in the near future. So he takes up my Crobat. He's at pretty much full health. I guess he could be at like, I don't know, 90-ish%. Really tough call, but I'm just going to switch right on Honchkrow. And I know Brave Bird isn't going to kill him, but I want to make it that he's forced to go for recovers because I know I can easily do over half because I am max attack and I do have a Life Orb. And the fact of the matter is that Honchkrow is just a flippin' beast monster, and really there isn't much that can really wall it, especially with its Life Orb set, which pretty much has almost perfect coverage, which is pretty sexy. So I'm keeping going for the Brave Bird. Honestly, I have no other better plans to do, so there's no need to predict anything silly. And thankfully he doesn't. He probably could have killed out this Honchkrow right here instead of going for the recover. But I guess he really wants his Quagsire for later. But like I said, Chansey could been able to stall this thing out. I think I might even had a Dusclops or something else left. I'm not exactly sure about this team. I didn't actually see the beginning of the battle, but I guess you'll be able to see the full team at the end. So he's going to switch out his Quagsire. Kind of a bad play, but I guess he just wants to get more Life Orb off on me. So he just switches into his Gengar as Death Fodder. And I do get Life Orb, but I don't actually die because he only had 1 HP left. And now he switches into his Roserade, which probably should have done the opposite. But I'm just going to go for the Sucker Punch because I don't think he's going to go for the Stun Spore. So I'm able to take out that. And all he has left is a Quagsire at around half. And I'm just going to switch into my Terrakion. This is I think this Rock Polish set, so it's out of it max attack. And I know that it's going to be able to take it out from half with the close combat. So, because I also have Life Orb as well. So, great game, Toxic Spikes. I would normally say can't wait to remax you, but last time I rematched, I raged quit because that's just what I do. I'm such a douchebag. Whatever. Rate, comment, and subscribe. I guess I'll just keep the team flashed up here. So whatever. Peace.